Alright. No more side quests left in this game, just main story stuff, so... I guess we'll go in order.
Off we go.
Guess we go in order. Oh. It's... here? Oh, it's lower. It's inside.
Never a bad meal at Momar.
Yummy. It's just so good as you said it was. It's lovely to get down and enjoy this with family. Glad you both like it. I came here the other day. I heard that they serve some dishes with some more Central Eastern flavors. How for a meal with your family, Inspector? Good to see you're enjoying yourself for once. Look at you, patrolling for the festival. I'm off duty, I'll cut you some slack. Just make sure you know your place and don't cross any. You just said you're off duty, right? Because you're not acting off duty. Of course I am. I got all my work over for the day. You two have my undivided attention. It doesn't seem like it. Glad to hear it. We all get family time often. I think I see you walked out the door to handle a new case more than I actually see you at home. Right? She misses you a lot. I know, I'm sorry. You know, it's really hard for me to get time off work. Guess the guy's got it in her too. Or got it hard too, rather. I feel a little sorry for him. That's one person. Pardon the interruption. Ooh, those look good. Those look... what are those? Like pancakes? I guess those are pancakes, right? Brought you all some desserts. Or they're like sweet pancakes, maybe? It's on the house to celebrate the festival. Enjoy. This also looks really yummy. You didn't have to, but thank you. They both look so happy right now. I definitely made the right call bringing them here today. Look at them. Got a pair of dotting fathers over there. They're off to some good bonding time, it looks like. Oh, that was nice. There's more stuff here. I'm thinking these will be a lot quicker.
Hey,
So, I don't think we're in for another hour. Oh no, they're here. Oh, but Fee's here. Fee's here, so that balances it out a bit. Hey everyone. Hi guys, nice to see you. Happy Revolution Festival. Oh, hi Aishin. I didn't realize you were with Shahina and Fee. Y'all are awfully cheery. Did you ladies go to the bathhouse together? That's what you assume? Oh, okay, you were right. Yep, we'd made plans for it a little while back. But right now, I'm on break. Just finished morning patrol. Oh, if anything comes up, just call me anytime. Be there in 5 minutes, tops. It's okay, Fairy. You don't have to rush that much. Alright, off to Riverside.
then let's head over.
But yeah, I could tell everybody was over the side quest as much as I was, which is nice. I was like, maybe it's just a me thing, but no, everybody else is over that too.
Right here. Take
Do you
as
have
long
anything
as you
new?
need.
Oh, you actually do have new stuff.
I'll be waiting for you.
I'm kind of sad about the whole thing with the flyers, because I got 10, but we missed 2 at some point. You guys enjoy the festival? Yes, we are. See, you're with your friends from Laneport, Aaron. Hey, you feeling better now? You took quite a beating back there. Yeah, thanks for asking. I'm doing much better now. Dr. Lonkai gave me the okay to come. Things finally settled down in Laneport, so we decided to pay Aaron a visit. Pay me a visit? You sound more like you wanted to see the sights more than me. Come on, we can do both. Especially with how big the capital is. Gonna need you to show us around. Yeah, I'll take you to some of my favorite spots. Figure we can go hang out in the entertainment district, see some of my faves. Yes, entertainment district? Hell yeah. Come on, it doesn't matter where. Let's just get going, Aaron. Sure, later than old farts. Watch it or I'll throw you in the damn river. Hey, you there with red hair. You're Aaron, right? Found you. With your friends too, huh? I like her blue hair. Your luck's run out. You had the misfortune of meeting me here today. Now face me. Oh yeah, you want to throw down? Hey guys, don't you stare. The loser treats the winner, and not just to one stall, to all the stalls. As for rules, okay, let's do best of in 3 minutes, 1 point per touch. Okay, I'm game, let's go, Aaron. As long as they don't mind getting their asses handed to them during the festival, I'm down for some fun. Give it to him, Aaron, you too, Sid. They're not fighting, they looked like they were in good terms, actually. They just met a little while ago. I wouldn't call them friends, but let's just say it's a sort of friendly rivalry they have. Boys will be boys, I guess. Well, at least he's making friends. Come on, man, is that all you got? I could fall asleep here before you hit me. Shut it, loser. Damn, you got some crazy reflexes. Here, I'll even make it easy for you. Think you can hit me now? Oh, damn. You show him. 1 more minute. Keep it steady. I'm sure he sure knows how to drive a crowd, whatever he goes. Afterwards, both Aaron and Van, who inadvertently got drawn into the contest, won, not failing to rouse the crowd that gathered around them. Victory secured, they enjoyed their prize by taking a victory lap around the stalls at Riverside at the loser's expense. Okay, there's more to do in Riverside. Okay, over here. Over here. And dearie, you've got perfect timing. What's gotten into you? Why do you look so... or look like... Oh no. Oh no. Cried, been a long 10 days since I last saw you. Thanks a bunch for everything, including you handling the game. Took you long enough. Long enough, my ass. What are you doing? That's a good question. You planning on seeing the Revolution Festival off with a bang? Because that's what you'll get with these two here. I think there's a misunderstanding here. It hurts to hear something like that from a former pupil of mine. You should already be aware that Marduk's taking part in the weapons reveal. Well, at least you're relatively reasonable. But the bar is pretty damn low when you're drinking with this guy, so maybe don't judge me for getting a little jumpy here. Only relatively? You're making it sound like some kind of deadly chemical that only turns into a threat when making contact with the wrong catalyst. Don't you find that one funny, Arkride? Stop being so smug about it when you're the damn catalyst. Calm down. While Marduk's chief of security is one thing, having one of the organization's highest ranking members here, you appearing publicly is certainly a problem for maintaining order. Or it would be normally. So then, I'll be upfront with you. We came to an agreement of sorts with a certain someone. It's a short thing, no real meaning in the long run, but I wouldn't dare overstep my bounds, this time. And that agreement includes giving you the hints you needed to destroy A over in Erysion. Yeah, just a hint, right? An agreement with a certain someone. Yeah, it was. You don't owe me for it, by the way. It was just a matter of who knew more about A at the time. Kicked off their Mad Death game with an incomplete nuclear weapon as a toy. How they managed to assemble the crew they did in just 20 short years. Rounding, of course. You're talking about the society's knowledge in that regard? Or, well, yours. Oh, man, is there nothing you won't try turning into poison? As far as I see it, you're just as bad as the one that brought in the Empire's Great Twilight. Oh, not at all. I don't think I'm as amazing as all that. Besides, give or take, about half of what I said was just a bluff. What? What he's trying to say is they weren't the only people with control of the situation. The CID, Huey, two of the church's factions, the Bracelet Guild, and even Karuga and Marduk had influence over that situation. That is the influence these organizations were able to exert outside the scope of the game. The results of their fair judgment is this, a convenient blind eye. That being said, our agreement will only last until the end of the festival. Got it. Of course, I've been in and out of the Blacklight District for a while, so it's more of a formality than anything. So come on, spectacled saddest, drink up and enjoy. We've got the winner of the game here, after all. Thanks for picking up the tab, Arkwright. Now bottoms up. I'm going to what? Well, in that case, there's no reason to hold back. They already emptied a 30-year-old vintage Reveilless. But it's okay, dear. I'll just add to your tab. Screw that noise. Yeah, that sounds pretty expensive.
Let's do this.
I can't wait to see the stars.
I know the guild can help.
You'll never believe what happened.
Alright, so up here...
Our stores have a wide variety of fine goods for sale. We hope you enjoy shopping with.
Well, now this is an interesting meeting. Oh boy. My, if it isn't Van and one of his dear friends. So it is. Ever happy festival to you all. Would you care to join us for a while? I knew you and the professor were invited for the ceremony, but I'm guessing you're not here to talk about the new weapons? Not with Gowier, anyway. Unless Huey's thinking of introducing assault frames to their arsenal now? Naturally, we have no such intention. Appealing as they are, they do not fit Huey any more than the Empire's Panzer Soldats did. Though I'm rather curious to know how well they'd work with regards to martial arts. I'm at least aware of Taito techniques being used in a Panzer Soldat before. I have no doubt that whatever a Panzer Soldat can do, an assault frame will perform better. Certainly did, and we saw some success. How valuable depends heavily on the pilot's own skills, however. Once we have established the hollow style's use in assault frames, it may be worth trying Gekka's school techniques as well. I'd be happy to lend you some of our men for that trial if you wish. Naturally, this is all in jest. I originally planned this meeting upon hearing that Marduk and Huey had dealings with one another during the crisis in Orision. As such, I asked their general manager to arrange for this meeting, thinking this is an opportunity that does not present itself often. Truly honored to be able to meet you, and am quite elated to hear you wanted to meet with me so much. Actually, I heard that your father was born in Langport, is that right? He was, though he left while young and made Basel his home base for the rest of his years. I do hear he agonized long and hard on whether to become a merchant in Langport or a researcher. Fascinating. Langport's people do seem particularly inclined to becoming merchants. Happens often to Easterners from here. But if a genius researcher like you came from the same bloodline, clearly that rule is not absolute. Bloodline matters little to me to begin with. A person's inclinations decide more about their individual personality and life experiences. I am inclined to agree when evaluating potential new hires at Marduk. I don't trust a lick of what they say, but there's nothing to really go off of here. Got no clue what they're up to. I agree. I wonder if Dad is connected to this somehow. Unfortunately, I think he is, yes. I think he is. Let's go back down. Alright, so next one's in the department store, looks like. That's upstairs. Ooh, look who we got here. Speak of the devil. Good day to you all. Oh, look who it is. I hope you're all having a great festival. Indeed, I can see you're all hard at work patrolling. Associate Professor Esmeray and the woman from the CID, huh? And the Crown Prince bodyguard's here with you too? Guessing you were also told to patrol so you'd take a bit of time for yourself. Truly are sharp. I was highly reluctant to leave his side regardless of the rest of his security personnel being there with him, but orders are orders. Still, I intend to return to him fairly soon, after I'm satisfied with my observation. Oh? Look over there, discreetly, mind you. Well, yeah, I just talked to them. Isn't that... Not surprised you got your eyes on them. Talk about a triple threat. I guess I should have done this one first, huh? I'm not familiar with the purple-haired man, but I can see why you'd be concerned with having Yang and that Marduk manager both there. Wonder if this meeting has anything to do with the president? No, it feels like it's more than just that. I haven't heard anything about that meeting myself. I was aware that our general manager was coming to Edith for the unveiling of the new weapons, but I've heard nothing regarding the White Orchid Dragon. Admittedly, even if I had, I doubt I would have been at liberty to discuss it. You not feel guilty. We can understand that your job comes with its own restrictions, much like ours do. That's why it's much more appreciated to have you join us for tea and chat. You're always so good to us, and we're truly grateful. I am humbled by your kind words. Wow, isn't this nice? We got a little friend circle of competent women starting up here. Can I join? I get the impression we're all about the same age. Like Kaylin, too. Why am I being included in this? Much as this does feel like a group worth being part of. Still, I'm 21, and I believe Miss Twinnings is 20? What? My circumstances are a little peculiar, but I am indeed 20 years old. But you're both so cool and composed. What about you, Naj? Huh? I'm 25, what of it? Nuh-uh. I was so obviously sure you were older than me. I'm almost 28. Why am I the only one hearing her nearing her third decade? It's okay. I'm still younger than Yang, as long as I keep producing results as a researcher. You're way too young to be stressing about your age. I agree. She's still young at heart, at least. Regardless, I will stay here for the present to gather information, particularly on the group here. If you require my aid, please let me know. I will hurry to your side. Will do, thanks. Alright,
Then
Sorrel
let's head over.
District. Who do we gotta talk to here?
Excuse me.
This feels great.
I
Do
think I already
you
checked this,
know
didn't
what
I?
you want?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
I hope to see you again.
This tastes great.
Man, Revolution Festival's the best day of the year. Don't you agree, babe? Sure, the festival could be a real pain in the neck, but I still love today. Weren't you just hitting on other girls at the party yesterday? With the whole speech over, I don't have to think about work anymore. We can have fun together all day long, like Adios intended. Oh, I also bought us some tickets for Golden Blood Director's Cut. Can't go on with that. Babe, are you mad about something? I think we should break up. What? Why? How can you say that? Why do you think, after everything that happened, I haven't heard from you in a whole month? Do you really expect me to be happy after being treated like that just because you decided to suddenly drag me out there? I didn't mean to ignore you. I've just been swamped with work, that's all. Uh-huh, what about that police woman you were talking to earlier? You sure seem to be enjoying her company just fine. I can explain. There's a perfectly reasonable explanation for that. Not to sound mean, I can't say I feel too sorry for him. Yeah, I think we should just leave these two alone and move on for now. I'm curious, what... Please, I promise I've only got eyes for you from now on. I'm begging you, just give me another chance. I'll do anything. Another breakup at this place? I've got the worst luck of any man in Edith. Nate is one of the most inconsiderate people I've ever met. I mean, he totally stopped paying attention to me until literally today. Then he asked to hang out like it's nothing wrong between us. The least he could have done was apologize, but he missed his chance. I can't say she's wrong.
Let's do this.
Okay, looks like there's two people to talk to here. Or two groups, I should say. Oh, look, this is an interesting group. Already doing your rounds, huh? Congratulations on the festival going off without a hitch. Yeah, I contributed a lot to that. Congratulations, it's so nice to see the whole city come together to celebrate. Hard to stop a 100-year tradition, after all. Though this festival makes all the others look like a low-budget office party. Still a special day for all of Calvard. There's been a ton of reporters asking me for interviews. What do you think of the festival? Any big plans for next year? All that stuff. Oh, I just consider that part of the festival spirit. I do see a lot of people interviewing celebrities during the festival. I suppose it makes sense. Hey, there's my controller. Why did I? I just wish the reporters would chill with the really personal questions. Nowadays, they really pick at you and try to get gossip material. Whatever happened to journalistic integrity? That last guy, Goddess, he did not know how to take a hint. You handled the interviews and stuff? Well, it did kind of end up that way, yeah. Still have a lot to learn, though. My seniors at the Terrell Times have really been helping me out. Don't be so hard on yourself. You've been busy lately. I really owe you for helping me out with that article. It was about to blow up, wasn't it, Judith? Yeah, just a bit ago. Those Buzz Raider guys never learn, I swear. Seriously, thanks, Marielle. I saw you out there in Orision too, giving 110% like you always do. I really think so? Hearing you say that makes my heart all... Well, it's not like that. My emotions got the better of... I mean, no they didn't. I mean, I feel really thankful for all the help I've gotten, not just from Dingo, okay? I'm just happy, you know? Marielle. Well, that's good to hear. I've got it. I want to repay you for setting everything up for us, so how about I treat you to a little makeover? I know the perfect place. Nina, Sarah, why don't you two come along with us? I mean, Nina's got good style. I don't know about Shahina. Anya's does have good style, though. Me? Wait, you want to treat me? If I didn't, I wouldn't have offered. It's the least I can do, really. A girl's gotta look good when she takes the stage, you know? Limelight's coming your way, I can just tell. This is your chance to get used to all the attention. Then, when you get to strut your stuff to the one you, appreciate, you'll look good when you do it. Okay, sounds like a plan. Atta girl. Might be a tad, young for this, though. Oh, Shahina might be a tad young for this, though. I just wish Judith's friend Rishia could have tagged along with us. She was supposed to be back today. Yeah, where is she? Huh. Where is she? I'm sad, we haven't seen Rishia. That does make me sad.
Do you need something?
Oh yeah, we
Please
already
come
been there.
again.
Oh, I probably shouldn't go upstairs.
Well,
Gonna eat some? Hey, welcome.
You have anything new? Oh. You do.
Thanks, pal.
Good to see you two. Been a while since Long Lie, eh? Come on, Mr. Prez. Think about your position for a second, yeah? Well, it's good to see you again, Mr. President. Also, fan and the Crown Prince shooting the shit over drinks? Now there's something you don't see every day. Couldn't even tell you were all here until we were right in front of you. That's a flying swallow for you. Oh, don't give me too much credit. They owe much to their excellent attendance. Well, perhaps I can think of this as Long-Lie reunion party. These sorts of meetings are few and far between. How could I refuse? Incidentally, I told Nada to take a few days off. Dare I say, this company can fend for themselves just fine. Gotta hear Nadia's getting a break. I actually just ran into her a while ago. Anyway, I'm sure you guys got a bunch of stuff you want to talk about. I'll mosey on out of here before your bodyguards glare a hole in my skull. I'm not glaring. Come now, no need to stand on formality in this company. You're right, you're right. Why not take a seat and help yourself to some skewers? This was one of my favorite local hunts back when I was in office. The skewers pair perfectly with a cold glass of Far Eastern sake. Yes, I think you'll find the sake crisp and refreshing. Quite different from the aged stuff you'll find elsewhere. Speaking of, looks like you two have empty glasses. How about another round on me? Well, they seem like they're getting along well, don't they? Blacklight District is next. Over here.
I don't think I've seen you.
Guess I'll check out the arena.
No way.
What? Boss is gonna yell at you.
You don't say. You telling me the Far East has its share of pleasure quarters too? Correct. They're not as abundant as you might be accustomed to, but they still do exist. Of course, they're not quite as active as they once were. Can't say I'm surprised, given how things are over there. Indeed, they still sound like interesting little venues. I'll have to visit when I get the chance. Yeah, I'm not touching that one. They sound pretty into that discussion. Hot damn, I knew this place was the talk of the town, but it's even more invigorating than I ever could have imagined. Hey, you said your name was Leon? I like the cut of your jib. You've got some fine taste for such a young guy still. Thank you, Mr. Director. It's an honor to hear that from the man himself, as such an avid fan of yours. I've watched your whole catalog, actually. My partner enjoys them too, the standard cuts at least. Interesting choice of words there, my friend. Is that to say you've watched my director's cuts? Of course, sir. What tasteless man wouldn't? Simply chosen not to share that with Celis. She'd fly off the handle if she ever found out. You say that, but you're still waiting for the right time to tell her, aren't you? I know how these things are, trust me. There are a few things finer on the goddess green earth than an older woman hot bothered. I suppose so. Nothing gets past you, sir, does it? Not that you could ever tell she's the older one from the way she acts. Oh man, this is great. I'm having the time of my life here. Tell you what, kid, the whole tab's on me. You guys too. Don't be shy. Come on, join us. Well, if you insist. Far be it from me to turn you down. I shall accompany you until my princess has returned. Oh great, this can only end well. And what the hell's Goaty doing over there anyway? As far as I can tell, the guy tried searching for this place after he caught wind of it, but he got lost. That lad there bailed him out. Still, that's the one and only Savardi Goaty, eh? Think I could get him to shoot one of his famous movies here? You really think that's a good idea, shining a light on this joint? Perhaps not. They're all having fun at least. Let's just leave them be for now. I mean, they are having fun. I guess we can agree on that much.
Taking off now.
Alright, there's two people to talk to here. Oh, wait. Oh, one's over here.
Welcome to Andalusia Patisserie.
Hey, Richia is here. Oh man, those pancakes are the shit. You really do know what you're talking about. So they were pancakes, I was right. You're right, it is good. The butter gives it such richness, and the flavor only deepens the longer I taste it. Glad you enjoy them. They've been one of my favorites since I was a student. Though I'm nowhere near their biggest fan, I know someone who could probably talk at length about every... Wait, Van, when did you get here? Getting real cozy there, talking about personal information. Guess you could be laid back sometimes when you want to, A-Rank Bracer. Hello everyone, I haven't seen you since the after party. And I split up. We're just looking around like you. I was almost done with my round when I bumped into these two. We gotta talk during the after party and stuff, so I said why not take a break and chat a little. I'll be heading back to Crossbill after this. But I'm glad I was able to be here for the festival. I don't come home often, but I'm glad I did this time. It was worth it. Right. Why not make a habit of it? I would love to, but Arcus Delay keeps me so busy I might not be able to. I'll definitely keep it in mind though. While there's nothing wrong with keeping an eye on things, of course, you should maybe hold on taking any strange jobs today. Yes, the last remnants of A were taken out 3 days ago, and it doesn't look like anyone else is on the move yet. Doesn't hurt to be cautious. There will be definitely pushback, so this calm before the storm is time you should take to rest and recover. You mean I shouldn't have done every side quest in the game? Now you tell me. I get it. Look at you, still playing the part of good vice pres. Just like that time you drilled a lecture into my skull when you caught me skipping classes to come here. Why exactly are you making it look like it was my fault? That was entirely on you. And may I remind you, I was the student council president after the second year. You did a campaign speech for me. Not so much did, as Renee dumped it on me last minute. Winged most of it, to be honest, but hey, it worked. Can't complain. Can't complain. Especially about the part about me beating up those thugs and busting corrupt staff. That really helped my campaign. Do you have any idea how scared everyone was to approach me the year after my election? Okay, but that actually literally happened. And don't forget about getting flooded with fan mail after the fact. I'd say I prepared you real nice for your current job, eh? You. They're so close, it's adorable. And they're really not going out? As I understand it, not anymore. That was adorable. Hey everyone, keeping an eye on things. Oh great, this is what I saved for last. I heard Professor Hamilton came by. Hello there, and happy Revolution Festival. I haven't seen you this past month. It's been some time, and it's a surprise to see you here as well. Well, we're roughly the same age after all. We've met before here and there. Both the Great Spire and the Losu Bridge are the professor's designs after all. I had no idea. Still remember how the budget was so tight regarding the specs that it could make both workers and artisans weep. And all the mirror in the world, and you couldn't cut us some slack. You're quite the low opinion on Langport businessmen. Do remember, no expense was spared when it came to worker safety. As far as I'm concerned, it's the artisan's task to see a plan realized at a reasonable price. The professor's plan should not be an exception. I swear, just you wait till the high-speed orbital network expansions in the new Red Star factory are done. You won't have a single complaint once those are done, and then I don't want to see you be so stingy with bonuses. Is that so? I'm very much looking forward to it now, I assure you. I heard people talk about them bickering. Guess that's how it's always been for them. Well, they're both largely responsible for the Republic's development. They might bicker like dogs, but they get along quite well. Orbital network continues growing, and the distance between people and the Republic continues to shrink with it. An entire continent will follow. Which brings us to the topic at hand, that being the current state of the eastern part of the continent. Trust you understand what I mean. I understand what she's talking about. You really are not someone to be underestimated, Professor. Shall we move on to the main topic then? Gladly. This is about the desertification that happened in eastern Zemuria. Even the president's been getting involved. Your Grand's one hell of a woman. Agreed, this matter is one that no one should turn a blind eye to. Well, yeah, she's been an important figurehead for half a century. Okay, we've combed the city pretty thoroughly, and the only thing out of place was the number of weirdos around. Can't be too careful, I guess. Might be worth doing another sweep of the city in the car just to be safe. I should do that once I've taken care of all the 4 SPGs and the other stuff on our plate. To advance the main story slide, finish walking around for the travel menu. Okay, so we are done with the talking. Oh, there's still more to claim? All 4 SPG cases closed. Hey. So we are done with that. But we still have our free times to spend, so we'll try to do that real quick. So let's do that. Okay, so we have one with Agnes. Agnes is already maxed. Fairy, which we do need. She's somehow not maxed. And Rosette, Elaine. Ooh, okay. So we have 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there's 6. So there's one we can't do. So who do we not... Which one do we not do? Like, we've already maxed Agnes and Rosette, but they're also kind of the 2 I'm the most interested in. Which is... kind of a problem. I kind of want to do Elaine's too. I want to do these 2 for sure. I definitely want to do these 2 for sure. And I want to do Rosette's, and I want to do Agnes's. So that's 4 of the 5 right there. So it's either it's gonna be Fairy. Sorry, Aaron. I actually do like you quite a bit, but... Anyway. Well, damn, this place is lively. The festival's atmosphere is kind of contagious. I wonder what everyone's up to. Is that Fairy? Oh, Van. Funny running into you. You look like you were having fun. Wasn't expecting you to be part of the event. Caught me off guard. Don't get me wrong, though. The song's nice. Thank you. Actually, I got a letter from Abi just a bit ago. He said be participating in the Kruga Village's New Year's Festival. I'll be the priestess this year. Priestess, huh? That sounds kind of Kruga New Year's. Is that some kind of Kruga New Year's tradition? Yep. We thank the winged goddess Arusha for her guidance and pray for her to bless the upcoming year. A woman in the village is chosen every year to play the role of priestess and sing the Song of Flames. This will actually be my first time back home. I'll show them how much I've grown when I play the role of priestess. I guess I thought that by performing here, I could learn something that'll make me stand out from all the other priestesses. Okay, I guess that makes sense. Practicing here could help with that. I could try lending you a hand since your pops told me to take care of you. Would you? Thank you. Don't give me thanks yet. I don't know a lick about singing. We might need someone else. Is that... Oh no. Well, I regret my decision. Yeah, hi. Well, ain't that a stroke of luck? That's not the word I'd use. Couldn't have asked for anyone better. I could have. I see. Excuse me, could I ask you two for something? Explain the situation. They happily agreed to help. They had her sing for them so they could evaluate her. You're fantastic. That was enchanting. It has a dignified and serene feeling to it. It's not an easy song, but you give it an identity of your own when you sing it. Anyone listening to you will understand just how much this means to you. Emotions on full display like that draw people in. Honestly, I don't know if there's much advice we can give you. You're already great as it is. Thank you. Hearing you say that is encouraging. It's not hard to sing with your heart, really. But I feel like something's still missing. Maybe the thing you're missing isn't in the song at all. Why not try dancing? Even a simple choreography might be a bigger impact than if you just sang the Song of Flames. Dancing? I hadn't thought of that, but it's a great idea. I could try some of the dance Shahina taught me already. I like that idea. I'd like to see you try. If that's decided, then let's try to come up with a quick routine for you. Why don't you join us, Anne, since you're here and everything? Me? Pass. I was born with 2 left feet. That's not what I meant. You don't need to dance, just accompany her. We brought a tableau with us actually to use in a performance. Oh yeah, that'd make it easier to keep a rhythm. Please, I'll do better if you're here supporting me. Alright, fine, can't say no to that. I guess I just beat the drum to match the mood? That'd be perfect, let's give it our all. Combined help of those two, Fairy started practicing her performance. Though it was difficult for her to balance singing and dancing at first. Her natural talents eventually shone through, helping her sing and dance in harmony. As Van slowly got the hang of the drums, everything came together for a new Song of Flames. Thank you so much. I think that one went pretty well. That was stellar. I'm sure this is just what you needed to impress at the New Year's Festival, right? Or, Fairy, sorry. I thought I was going to say right. If I do, it's thanks to you and Van. I won't stop practicing until I can sing and dance like a proper priestess. And look at the timing here. The perfect audience just showed up. Hey, it's Fee. And everybody else. Glad to see you are well, Farida. Yeah, everybody's here. It's like Smash, everyone's here. Most impressive to see an employer so dedicated, he'd even provide assistance to his staff in matters of song. Well, so happens she wasn't expecting a bunch of big shots like you to come by, though. Happened to bump into Marduk's security chief while I was patrolling Auber. We were just walking around when we spotted you guys. Just as surprised as you to bump into a Karuga corpse commander, though. Well, I visit the capital from time to time to take care of business. I thought I'd stop by and show and see how well Frida was doing while I was at it. You're doing even better than I expected. You've grown, Frida. That shows the way you carry yourself. The idea of yours of dancing as you sing, I like it. Surely you agree as well, cousin. She's still got some work to do, still unstable on her feet, so her movements aren't particularly smooth just yet. If you're going for this, sure to do your utmost. Of course, I just started, so if it's not the best right now, but I'll keep practicing. Look forward to me flooring you. Huh, the security chief's advice was actually reasonable. Maybe they're not that strained after all. Oh, and Arkwright, let me congratulate you for a job well done in Orision. Frida's grown so much since I entrusted her to you. I haven't regretted that choice. Glad to hear that. Would have appreciated a heads up before having a whole-ass child dumped on me like that, though. But she's pulling her weight around the office, so all's good. Good to know. I'll have my daughter in I'll leave my daughter in your care. She still has much to learn. He just, like, dumps her off on us to parent. I'll be looking forward to seeing you for the New Year's Festival. Of course, thank you. You too, Chasm, Fee. I'll do my best as priestess, and with the Song of Song of Flames, rather. That way, I can prove to you how much I've grown. Ida would be happy for her too, no doubt. After they left, they helped Fairy in practicing the Song of Flames for a while longer. When they finished, they said their goodbyes and left. Alright, I'm heading back. Something up? No, it's just I've grown so much and I feel like I can keep growing even more if I stick with you. Wherever you go, I'll follow. Thank you for continuing to take good care of me. Pushy for a part-timer, aren't you? Guess I'll keep on looking out for you. Least I can do as your boss. Of course.
I'm going to do my best so that I'll be Haida, you guys, so that everyone can be proud of me.
Dex plus 5. Wish I could get her to max, but what are you gonna do? There's only so many, like, times you could do. Or, like, time slots for these. So let's see. Let's do the next one, tech advancements. That's it. There, your hand should be working a little bit more smoothly now. Tell me if anything feels off, or are you doing just peachy? More than just peachy, I actually feel like I'll be able to perform even more precisely now thanks to these adjustments. Damn, I'm impressed. Can't even tell they're implants by just looking at them. I know, right? The updated frame was designed by Marduk's Engineering and Development Department. But I took the receptors that handle her brain's electrical signals and tried to subdivide them to further refine their design. I also increased the precision of her skin's cutaneous sensors. Jeez. Hopefully it'll be so natural you won't even know it's not the real thing. It'll fit just like a glove. All that jargon's going straight over my head, Doc, but hopefully it means it's an improvement? That's right, though this also puts more of a burden on the remaining organic parts, albeit faint. Since it's only a partial replacement, I'm a teensy bit concerned about the balance shift between the old and new parts. So be a sweetie and try telling me and try testing everything with Van just to make sure it's all dandy. Of course, I expected as much, having had adjustments of a similar ilk in the past. Should probably keep the test in day-to-day activities and see if she could perform them well, yeah? Yep, that kind of real-world use case data is much more useful than anything a formal test would generate. What do you say, Van? Want to help, pretty please? No prob, I'm her boss, you know. It's in my best interest to help out with these things. Well, what do you say we get started already? I appreciate the support. Thank you for offering your assistance. From there, they got straight to work testing out her prosthetic parts. Typing feels normal. Well, that might be inaccurate. The sensations definitely changed. The key presses feel much more vivid. Yeah, I've never given how typing feels a second thought, but I guess it's pretty important too. I didn't know you were keeping business records for Master too. Not that I mind, of course. I always intended to pay him his due, unlike a certain celebrity in our ranks. Careful, I can't imagine Miss Lannister will like hearing that. You could fool anyone, standing in the kitchen like that. Could pass for a real maid. I appreciate the flattery, but I can't quite claim to be as apt as proper maids in terms of housework. It's only appearances where I fit the part. However, I feel like I might be able to approximate my former cooking skills much more closely now. That's good, Rosette. I'm glad to hear it. Since I'm already here, would you like me to prepare you some snacks for later tonight? Oh, please and thanks. I'm usually hunting for a bite at night. Not like I can ever find anything. Considering Aaron loves raiding the fridge in the middle of the night, the little mooch. Alright, I'll prepare something light for you. Don't want to overburden your digestive system so late. And the drive was totally fine. Guess there was none to worry about. The weight on the handling and the smooth motion of the shift lever are both perfect. Am I right in assuming you customized both? You noticed? Yeah, I can't skimp on quality where the driver is concerned. Still not perfect though, so best look forward to some sweet upgrades. And I will. Depending on your customizations, it might prove as useful food for thought while developing future armored vehicles in our company. Rather not hear about my baby being used to develop scary shit like that. That's a good point. Alright, last thing to do is the combat test, and then we're done. Think you can give me the usual reset? Would be my pleasure. Let's begin. There, the combat exercise proceeded without a hitch, bringing an end to the testing regimen. After contacting Associate Professor Esmeralda, it was time to regroup back at the office. And done. No marks on sight for you. I took a look-see at the data you two got for me, and everything looks hunky-dory. Your body's not straining to accommodate for the new parts. So feel free to keep using them. Are you sure? I was certain that you'd be taking them back once we were done testing. That was the plan, but I changed my mind. Let's call it a gift to celebrate the Revolution Festival. And your data indicates that the parts are now reliable enough to put to practical use. Our data quality has improved so much ever since you came here. My research has been progressing by leaps and bounds. That's great news to hear. Thank you for your generosity, Associate Professor. Oh, my business here is done. I'm going to skedaddle now. I'm so eager to get my hands on the new data so I can look it over in more detail. Thanks for helping out too, Van. Don't mention it. You're the one putting in all the hard work. Alright, let's take a small break and then it's back to patrolling. Sound good? Of course, thank you again for assisting with today's test. Oh. Actually, there's one last thing we didn't test. It almost slipped my mind. It's not strictly required, so don't feel pressured to help with it. That's fine. Don't mind going for another round. Better safe than sorry, right? Suppose so. In that case, Miss Arkwright, would you please hold out your palm for me? I don't get it. What kind of test are we doing here? Checking skin-to-skin contact, in a sense. I'm checking for two different factors. First, skin sensitivity and grip to ensure no problems are present in either. As for the other one, we gauge how someone else feels when I touch them, and if anything feels wrong on their end. Gotcha. Well, for my mirror rather, everything's normal. Probably wouldn't be able to tell you've got prosthetics on if I didn't know already. It's reassuring hearing from you. As for me, sensation's more lifelike than it was before. Definitely sharper. Your hand's warm. It feels just right. This is getting a little awkward, no offense. None taken. We can stop here. I sincerely appreciate your help. Maybe I just don't know what to look for, but your body doesn't look any different to me than anyone else's. Oh, there most certainly is a difference. For all the technology progress being made, it's by no means easy to genuinely replicate how a human body feels. Miss Archette tells me that I can feel approximately 70% of what an organic body is capable of. New parts have perhaps raised that margin by about 0.67%, but there's still much work to be done. That's not much. Huh, I had no idea. I guess we'll just have to pin our hopes on her and Marta closing the rest of the gap eventually. More or less, yes. Though to be frank, what Olympia said earlier still lingers in my mind. She described my body as artificial, incapable of feeling anything genuinely. And that it might be the reason I endlessly aspire for the real thing, forever unable to obtain it. Though aspire is perhaps a rather noble way to describe it, more than I might deserve. I understand why having something feeling real would be such a big deal for you. But she's trying to compare you to that doll of hers, and that's where she's wrong. What your body feels is just as real as what anybody else feels. How do you mean? Let's see. You know how you try to tickle someone, some people are fine with it, but others can't stand it? And both of those responses are fine, yeah? Can't say either of them is right or wrong for feeling what they feel. And it's not cause their bodies are fake or whatever, it's just each of them have a different perception of the same thing. Yeah, okay, bad example. There's a reason I'm a Spriggan and not a writer. I'm no good at this shit. Point is, real is what you make of it. If what you sense feels genuine to you, then it's real. Prosthetics are not. Catch my drift? That I do, loud and clear. You're right, perhaps I was too fixated on the difference between a real body and mine, but feelings are my own, and I shouldn't doubt them. If I might offer a few words, moments such as this remind me of something else that feels just as real to me. And it's the place you occupy in my life, as well as those of everyone else. It's genuine to me. To me, you're not just Mr. Arkwright, our boss. You're precious to me, to us. I'll forever be grateful to have you in my life. Never forget that. That was pretty heartwarming, wasn't it? I don't even know what to say to that. You've changed for the better. It's nice seeing you talk like that. But thanks, I promise I'll always keep that in mind. Continue to relax at the office for a while longer. Shortly after, they return to patrolling the city.
You certainly can push a woman's buttons, Mr. Arkwright. Oh, nothing.
Alright, so we have 3 more to do. So... I want to do both of these. Let's do hers first. Yeah, it's it's so fun being in the big city. There's so many strange and unusual things to see. Like that place over there, I wonder what it's supposed to be. Maybe we'll look-see just for fun. It's hard to read some of the text because it blends in with, like, her clothes. What does she think she's doing? You're drawing a ton of attention to herself, walking around looking like that? I guess everything I heard is true after all. Better make myself scarce before I get caught up in anything. Like that? Man, Van, is that you over there? What a coincidence. Damn it. Guess I better resign myself to my fate. Hey, you weren't trying to run away from me just now, were you? That really hurts. Just because I'm a hardened warrior doesn't mean I'm made of stone, you know. I'm not worried about your feelings as much as my own rep if people see me hang out with someone who can't dress like a normal person. What? Do I really look that weird? I like to think I stay on top of the latest trends in my own way. You're better than your ninja pals, I give you that much, but you still stick out like a sore thumb in these parts. Well, so what if I do? You gotta learn to not sweat the small stuff so much. I wouldn't be sweating if it was small. That's what I'm telling you. Well, either way, I found you at the perfect time. I don't know what you're up to right now, but could you come with me for a little bit? I could use your help with something. Whatever you have in mind, you better not be trying to stir anything up. I don't want any part of that. I was not. Although, that's a good idea too. I wasn't trying to suggest anything. I'm looking to track down a skilled smithy who can keep things hush-hush. But as you can imagine, I hardly know anything about the city, so I haven't had much luck finding anyone so far. Do you know anybody that you could maybe recommend to me? I got someone in mind. Why do you need someone like that? Gotta retemper your sword or something? Oh no, the blade itself is even just fine. It's the scabbard that needs some patching up after the heavy beating it took in Elysion. It does, huh? That's unfortunate. I've heard of swordsmen using their scabbards as weapons before, but I didn't realize that's what she did back there. I'll say. So, what do you think? Think you can hook up a girl up? Alright, but if I'm gonna help you, you have to promise not to cause any chaos once we're done. Got it? You need to get that in writing, honestly. Man led Shizuna to a merchant he felt might be able to assist her. Yeah, let's talk to the guy in the Freddy mask. That's gonna be great. Got a minute to talk? Hello, Van. It's wonderful to see you. And who else do you have with you today? Oh my gracious, am I seeing things, or is that the Ikaruga's right-hand woman herself? You know who I am? I'm flattered. Nice to meet you. Oh no, the pleasure is all mine, truly. What brings you, of all people, to my humble little armory? Looks like you mostly sell weapons here, but you wouldn't happen to offer repair services too, would you? Yes, I do. Perfect, then I've got a little favor to ask you. But only if you could keep my visit here a secret. I trust that won't be a problem? Secret's safe with me, ma'am. Confidentiality is my prime directive here at the shop. Oh, I'm just shaking. A real divine blade right here in my store. It's like Adios herself descended right before my eyes. Well, he seems into it. Ah, my word. Such splendid craftsmanship. It's so beautiful. Too beautiful for this world. I'm really sorry, ma'am, but I don't think I have what it takes to handle a blade of such splendor. Oh, it's not the blade I need help with. It's the scabbard that needs attention. Ah, so it is. Forgive my presumption. Yes, it does seem to have developed a minor crack. This seems to be made differently from your typical scabbard, but I should be able to restore it all the same. In fact, it shouldn't take me all that long. Just give me a little time and I'll have it as good as new. Glad to hear it. If you could just fill in the missing portion with this, that would be perfect. A blade tip? Where'd that come from? From a younger disciple in my school. I like to think of it as a memento of the short time I shared with him. Is that Reigns? Are you sure you want to do that? If I'm being honest, I have materials on hand that would be better suited for this sort of restoration. That's okay. I know what I'm asking for. I think this fits it better, personally. As you wish. I'll have it patched up in just a few moments. Is that one from Reigns' backstory thing? Can't say I really know what kind of style that Black God 101 blade of hers is like. Got me curious about this younger disciple of hers, though. Remember you using a flashy technique in Longlai that came from a new divine blade. Maybe the two are related. Curious to learn more, huh? I'd be happy to fill you in. I'll pass, not really my business. You say so. I'm pretty sure this is referring to the thing in Reverie. Reen's portion of that. Anyway, here you go. Wonderful. I've got to say I'm impressed. This looks pretty good, thanks. Oh, gee, you're too kind, Silverblade. It was my honor to have your business. Alright, now that's one less thing to worry about. I'll bet. Be a pain in your ass to lug that thing around if the scabbard went kaput. Oh yeah, and the problems don't stop there with this sword. This isn't your average blade. It's always emanating a certain energy. It's hard to describe. Not exactly cursed, but more like imbued. Bewitched even. Some trained eyes have called it. I have to keep that energy in check with the scabbard, or it might spill out, and that'd get real ugly real fast. Well, that ain't ominous at all. Anyway, that's why the scabbard's made so differently. Tired of things built from weapons and armor that I took from formidable fighters I've encountered in my travels. Those weapons and the wielder's fighting spirits are the only materials capable of holding back the blade's power. Huh. I see. If you could keep all that stuff to yourself too, shopkeep, I'd really appreciate it. Of course, my lips are sealed so tight, not even Adios herself could pry them open. So what the hell is this chick carrying that dicey ass blade on her own like it's a walk in the park? Probably shouldn't think on it too hard. It all sounded kind of bullshit, so maybe it was bullshit. Fair point. Who's to say I didn't just make it all up? It still got the point across though, didn't it? Every sword needs a story. You really want to cast that kind of doubt on your public image though? Might not be a good look. Wait, what the? Did you just read my mind? I got that shit out. Well, now that we've got that out of the way, I think I'll be heading back up. Thanks for showing me around. Let's do this again sometime soon, alright? Really rather not make a habit of this if I could help it. Don't be such a spoil sport. Maybe you and I should square off after all, like you suggested. Whatever it takes to build a better relationship with you. Hell with that. How many times do I have to tell you? After bidding her an exhausted farewell, Van reunited with the rest of the gang and got back to work.
I'm never bored when I'm with you. I can only imagine what sort of
That
fun
was
we'll
fun.
have next.
Receive silver case. Alright, we have 2 more things to do. Although, 10 bonds max. There we go. So, next up, we have Elaine's request and Agnes's. I'm going to do Elaine's first. I'll save Agnes's for last. There you are. You're both awfully early. We hopped on an early train because we really wanted to see you. These are the siblings you met, right? Yes, they're the ones who were abducted in that case last year. Is this also in reference to the Reverie Corridor thing? September of last year? That was when you took on a criminal group that was working for Armada, yeah? That's right. It was the case that led to me accepting my promotion A rank. Okay, yes it is. I didn't realize you knew about the incident. Monty told me all about it. Sounded like it was a rough ordeal. Say that again. The 2 children survived, but they were left traumatized by what happened. They've been receiving care in a facility outside the city ever since, but they're coming to the capital for the Revolution Festival. I was told they really wanted to see me, so I agreed to look after them for half a day. No wonder he came running to me for advice. Hey, it's not as though I'm bad at dealing with children, I just don't know how to keep them entertained. Yeah, you don't exactly strike me as the fun-loving babysitter type. Though your bracer work would have forced you to learn all the good spots in town, but I guess not. Yes, rub it in. Do you know any places they might enjoy? You're the expert in slacking off, so I thought you would know. Only you would ask for help and toss an insult my way in the same breath. Just so we're clear, I might know a few good places, but they won't be necessarily fun for kids. Is that okay with you? That's perfectly fine, thank you. I also need to know where to find some good quality sweets. Well, you're kind of the right person then. I'll map out a route that'll have you to every underrated sweet spot in the capital. I don't think that's necessarily... Would you like the cost-effective tour or the no-expenses-spared premium route? Actually, I have just the thing for you. A special seasonal route that'll take you to all the best sweet shops and tourist spots in the city. You can leave all your gourmet needs to me. Okay, I think she could take this from here. We aren't interrupting your date, are we? You don't need to worry about that, kiddo. I just came with her to make sure she got here okay. That's good. I did think you looked a little old for her, but I was worried we spoiled your fun by coming early. Hang on a sec. You got it all wrong. The 2 of us are the same age. What? Really? I never would have guessed. I can hardly blame you. He could easily pass as a 30-something-year-old. So this is the thanks I get. I see what it is. Come on, say hello. Is she mute? Unfortunately, yeah, she lost the ability to speak after what she went through. Doesn't look like she's recovered. Try not to excite or upset her too much. Gonna give the girl some candy. This is my way of saying hi. I'm a big fan of that brand. I know you'll be heading back home tonight, but I just hope you have loads of fun till then. Festivals are a blast, so enjoy it. Huh? Do you want him to join us? Would you be okay with that, man? Alright, it's not like I had any urgent business to take care of. Helping you plan the route got me in the mood to stuff my face with sweets anyway. Just don't go spoiling them, okay? I know. Well, you kiddos ready to get going? Yep. Led the two children on a tour of the festival. They brought to many of Ida's best sweet stores and tourist spots. Vaneline's delight, the children were enjoying themselves immediately, and they could feel the two of them opening up little by little. Eventually, they set off for Old Town, their final stop on the tour. So next up is Old Town, right? What'll we find there? Just the perfect place to end our tour, that's all. As long as you don't let the chief's face spook you, at least. I assume you mean Mantra Mart? I look forward to that. Huh? Oh crap. This happens from time to time. The lights down here haven't been replaced in a while. Both of you are unharmed, right? Don't worry, it's okay. No one's here to hurt you. Is this what I think it is? She still gets like this whenever she's in the dark, cramped places. It must remind her of when we were trapped. Sorry, I don't think she's gonna be able to move anytime soon. Shouldn't be surprised her emotional scars run so deep. Can't I do anything to help her? Anything at all? Upsy daisy. Lifted the girl up onto his shoulders. What are you? Let's get out of here. And here we are. Okay, you can open your eyes now. What do you think? Pretty sweet view, huh? You can even see Trent Tower from here. We're on the roof of where I live. Area is not the best tourist spot in town, but I like it just the same. Pretty roomy and bright, right? If any weirdos come knocking, you'll see them from a soldier away. And if push comes to shove, I'm sure she'll be more than happy to cut anyone down to size. You got nothing to worry about here, I promise. I'd appreciate it if you didn't make me look like a bloodthirsty savage. It's really nice here. Agreed. Might be a little old and musty, but other than that, it ain't too shabby. Alright, now that you've seen this, let's head back down to the bistro on the ground floor. They make some pretty mean desserts I'm sure you'll love. I know I do. Afterwards, they cap off their day with a light lunch and dessert at Montmartre. Once they finished eating, they all made their way back to Central Station. It was time for the kids' mother to pick them up. Thank you both so much. We had a ton of fun. I hope we'll see you both again someday. As do I. Take care of yourselves, you two. You're both welcome here anytime. Huh? What's up? You forgot something? Thank you. Bye-bye. She docked. Yeah, I know. Huh? Why are you turning on the waterworks? I'm just so happy. Gotcha. Well, I think this is proof that everyone's efforts weren't for nothing. They recovered because of the rehab, their family's love and care, and what you just did for them. What we just did for them, you mean. Thank you for everything today. Nah, I don't deserve it. You did all the heavy lifting. But if you insist on letting me share the credit, well, just say you owe me one now. Always happy to put an A-rank bracer in my debts. You really are unbelievable, you know that? But while you can be frustrating sometimes, I'm glad you're a part of my life. We both have our flaws, but I think we compensate for each other's quite nicely. There's nothing we can't handle when we're together, and that's especially true when Renee's with us. We also have your assistants on our side too. Yeah, you're right. Bid Lane farewell, and he returned to his work.
I hope we can go back to how things once were. Never mind.
Hey, we maxed her out too.
Pretend you didn't hear that.
Main walks again. Elaine's strength +7, Van's strength +7. That's a pretty good big upgrade. Alright, we have one more to do. Last one to do is in Eda Skies. Group decided to take a short break. Yep. I think this is where we're supposed to meet with them. Oh, look who else is here. Hey, Ananias. It's the adorable one. I had the impression that this event was just for children. Are you going to be taking part too? That's right. I helped them out before when they were holding the event elsewhere. They invited me to come to this event as thanks for that. And she had an extra spot, so that's why I'm here. Not that I'm complaining. I wanted to check the whole thing out myself. I'm a little jealous you get to join in, to be honest. Would you mind keeping an eye on Yumi? Yeah, I guess I could keep an eye on her. We'll have a lot of fun, Yumi. Yay! Excellent. I see you've arrived with your guests, Miss Claudel. We're going to make our way to the airport. Now, everyone, stay close behind and make sure not to get lost. Van Nuys accompanied the children to the airport. There, the children were seen off by their parents and guardians as a whole group climbed on board the airship. How are we doing all this in one day? Not even that, one afternoon. Everything looks so small from up here. I'm almost scared to look down. I feel like I might fall. Yeah, the view's taking my breath away. Never ridden an airship like this one before. Pretty neat, gotta say. I'm glad to hear it. It's always a pleasure to put a smile on people's faces. Oh hey, didn't see you when we boarded. Thank you very much for inviting us. Our pleasure. We're already here on a diplomatic visit to strengthen relations with the Republic. We decided to borrow this idea from Aricion. And since you've been such a great help for us, Miss Agnes, it's only fair that we extend an invitation to you. Really, I should be the one thanking you, that you would welcome us aboard your airship without a second thought. Come now, it's my pleasure. I'd rather you have fun than feel indebted. This is a sightseeing flight after all. We'll be around seeing the sights ourselves. If you need us, you two have a wonderful time now. If there's anything we can help with, feel free to ask. Enigmatic as ever, that guy. Good to see they're enjoying themselves, though. Man, Agnes, is that Montmartre down there? It looks so tiny. Can't really tell from here. Everything else is tiny, too. Look all you want, but don't throw yourself overboard, yeah? Duh, I know better than that. This airship is so cool. I didn't know they could fly this high. But how's a ship this big fly in the sky anyway? That's a good question, and the answer is one of the greatest breakthroughs in orbital technology. This airship's flight engine converts orbital energy into an anti-gravity field. That field is used to generate lift by. Perhaps this is a bit intricate for you on second thoughts. No, I get it. Tell me, anti-gravity? That's awesome. You really know your stuff. Admittedly, the incident at Elysion piqued my interest on airship mechanics. I decided to brush up on engineering textbooks and airship documents when I had the time. Did you now? Props. What you talking about? I want to know. I'm interested in airships too. Come on, come one, come all. Professor Claudel's Orbital Airships 101. Please, I'm no teacher, but it looks like my study has come in handy. So in simpler terms, an airship flies by. This impromptu engineering lecture had the kids spellbound. Passengers then moved on to a special event and seating area, leaving Van and Agnes to themselves on the deck. You did great, handling the little buggers. You even got him to follow along with the actual science a bit. You'd make a great teacher, I think. Well, it helped that they were all so eager to learn in the first place. All I did was ate their curiosity. There's Tryon Tower. It looks so majestic from up here. Hey, ain't a landmark for nothing. That really makes you appreciate how big it is. As so happens, my great-grandfather was behind its design. Was he? Looks awfully modern for how old it is. But that's Epstein for you. Always was thinking ahead. He played a role in the invention of airships as well. Formed his theory on orbital anti-gravity based on data collected from the Genesis. One of his students, Professor Russell, extrapolated that theory and turned it into the functioning flight engine. The rest, as they say, is history. Man, sometimes I can't tell if you're just making stuff up about him. So he laid the groundwork that eventually got us up here? Well, it reduces it a little, but yes. My great-grandfather's research powers all these things we enjoy, powers happiness the world over. Thinking about it like that, it really makes me happy. And that's why you've been feeling uneasy lately? Now we've got these new weapons, this arm race between the Assault Frame and the Panther Soldats. I can't tell it's getting you antsy. Can't hide anything from you, can I? In his diaries, my great-grandfather wrote at length about wanting to enrich people's lives with orbital technology. He dreamed of finding a way for people, for the whole world to coexist with each other. But in this day and age, those ideals have been clouded. Military development marches on, using orbital technology for war. One of the foremost figures pushing for the Republic's militarization is, well, Professor Grimert, his grandson, and my father. Sometimes I just feel helpless thinking about it. I think that's a problem for all of us. You shouldn't feel like you have to shoulder it all by yourself. But I get why it's important to you. It's personal. Exactly. There's this one from his diaries that I always come back to. Orbital technology will grant man the power to reshape the entire world. And man will misstep on his this new journey. But eventually he will find a path that leads to truth and harmony. He then discussed what those missteps might be and what developments might come with them. Chief among his worries was the arms race we see today, an insatiable lust for power. Power that perhaps we weren't meant to wield. Come to think of it, he first pushed the idea of singularities too, didn't he? I kinda get it, but it all just sounds so ludicrous to me. But, well, if anybody knew their orbital stuff, it was him. Hard not to take his word for it. I'm just confused. On one hand, I have my great-grandfather who saw in ornaments an instrument of peace. On the other hand, I've got my father who's using ornaments to lead this country down a dark and disturbing path. What do I do with myself? What do I do with the future? I feel like I'm being swept up in this tide of change, and I'm powerless to stop it. The text blends into her clothes. You asked me though? I think your great-grandpa's smiling from up there. What do you mean? You're working with a Spriggan, you're sticking it to A, you've even been taking the Genesis back. Well, hell, you even went to Elysion against your dad's wishes. None of that would have happened if you didn't take these things so seriously. Well, but I feel like all those things just happen around me. I've only ever been searching for what I need to do, what my purpose is. But it takes a certain kind of person to look for that purpose to begin with. So the way I look at it, you're doing him mighty proud. It's clear to me you care a lot about your family and your country. And that's why what you're doing makes sense to me. You want the power to see your decision through when you finally do make it. Am I right? Well, maybe you're right. I still got a long way to go, but I think I'm getting there, step by step. That's all I can do for now. Just keep moving and keep learning about the world around me. Trusting my great-grandfather's visions for the future. Trusting my father's leadership as president. Trusting myself with my curious little job that's neither black nor white. That's the spirit. I really do owe you a lot. I see my life in a much different way than before. I have you to thank for that. I will repay you someday of that, I'm sure. That's nothing. I was just a mirror for yous all. Way things are going, I think we'll have this Genesis business taken care of soon, too. Just gotta take things as they come, yeah? I hope so. Okay, attention passengers, we hope you've enjoyed our trip in the skies above Edith. We'll be landing back at the airport shortly. We ask all passengers on the deck to please return to your seats and remain seated for landing. Has it really been that long? I hardly feel any time's passed at all. Time flies when you're having fun on an airship, eh? About time we head back now. Then back to that big metropolis with plenty happening above and beneath in service in our little town. Baron, Agnes, and Yumi enjoyed their flight to the fullest, and after saying their goodbyes to Prince Shuri, they disembarked and returned to Edith.
Watch over me, okay? So I can see things through.
That was a lot of fun. I enjoyed that quite a bit. Alright, we have now done all of the stuff that needed to be done. We've done all the to-dos, we've done all the optional for SPGs, we've talked to everybody. All that's left now is to go back and to advance the plot. So what is the future going to hold in store for us? We'll find out in the next part, won't we?